Next to Mexicans, Asians, and Starbucks, technology is one of the fastest growing entities in our country today. It's the one thing that can make a 20-year-old like myself say phrases that I wouldn't think to say for another few decades. You know, phrases such as, back in my day, or whatever happened to... You know, I remember when the Super Nintendo was the height of gaming consoles. Now, most of your state-of-the-art games come in the form of compact discs. End up getting a video cassette. Nowadays, there's DVDs, and I give it 10 years before Blockbuster has only Blu-ray to offer. Whatever happened to journals? I remember when a time when you needed a composition book to be able to write down your daily events and personal foibles, but now they have what is called a blog, which is from a Latin phrase, black da se non, which is literally translated to no one cares what you think. Now even these blogs are evolving themselves into what is known as a vlog, which is also a Latin derivative, no one cares what you look like. This not only allows you to post your thoughts, but it allows the person viewing you to see what you were wearing the day you said sayings. My question is, what kind of vain person would go through the trouble of making a video of themselves just to show to their friends that they both have the recording technology to be able to pull it off, but have the audacity to tell someone how to live their own life? This was certainly a weekend for purchases. I went to Cabela's yesterday to get a knife, because I've been playing a lot of video games lately, and one particular Resident Evil 4, you use a knife to slice up. That doesn't matter. Anyway though, but yeah, it's, you know, I peeled for knives. Didn't get one though, but what I did do, I got this camera, and I also got a new pair of sunglasses because the other ones I bought were cheap and the lenses scratched up really easily, so hopefully these ones last a little longer. And I went to this cafe called Ground Control. It's owned by one of the pilots here at lovely Luke Air Force Base in Arizona. And there I saw two sets. One set, the reason I went was for, he's from the Luke Experience Theater group that I'm a part of as of currently. But another band I saw before hers was this girl named Brittany Elizabeth. She is a talented artist. She's an Arizona native, and I picked up the CD just so I can send to a friend back home. So hopefully you like it, Kelly. And today, before eating a hearty meal at Village Inn, or as I like to refer to as International House of Pies, I picked up this book, The Arabic Alphabet, How to Read and Write It. As most of you know, I'm going to be going to Iraq in September, and I'd like to have my foot in the door so I can go in there and they won't have to think of me as some uneducated American, you know. I feel like if we're expecting people who come to our country to learn our language, if I'm visiting there for 4 months, I want to do some trade, I should learn some basic Arabic. So, that's why I picked up the book. So this book is about 90 pages, of which I'm already at 25. Did a lot of reading while I was eating, and not as hard as you would think. After reading the first part of this book, English is still one of the most complicated languages to learn, so I'm glad that was my first language. And don't get me wrong, some of the phonetics do come off a bit iffy, but like most Roman languages, there is a pattern to it. For example, the first chapter talks about consonantal root systems, and that's all about how 3 consonant roots are the core as such of most Arabic words. Let me give you an example. The example they give in here is KTB. Now, the simplest words for the consonants KTB is kataba. Kataba means to write. So keeping those consonants while adding or removing other consonants and vowels changes the word entirely while keeping a similar trend. Maktab means the office, as in a place you write. Or miktab, which is a typewriter, something you write on. Also, when writing Arabic, vowels are inferred, so there's no need to write them out. if English was the same way, that last sentence would be listed like this.
दिल को चुराने वालों आँख न चुराओ नाम तो बताओ जान पहचान हो.
Believe me, it works much better with Arabic. A big plus for my deployment is before joining, I really wanted to write this book. One of the first career fields I wanted to get into was to be a linguist. The drawback was it was a 2-year tech school, and I really did not want to do training that long, especially since that'd only be a third of the term that I'm putting in. The book's about an airman who's a cross between French and Honduran, which kind of makes him to look like this. And I'm not French and Honduran, but if you look at me, you really couldn't guess my racial background. Possibly Middle Eastern, you know? So that's why I want to have the character. Not necessarily my personality, but definitely my facial features to go with the character itself. But anyway, in the story, he gets deployed, he gets captured, he gets in prison, he becomes a POW with a linguist who speaks Arabic. And that linguist takes advantage of what this person looks like. So what the linguist does is he teaches him Arabic. And through time, they break out, and I'm not going to tell you the rest because I don't want you to steal my idea. You know, not to toot my own horn, but I would love for this to be the next great American novel, if you know what I mean. But we'll cross that road when it comes our way. Well, that's about it. My room's a mess. And so I won't give you the dime tour yet after I clean things up. We'll see. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy the many others that I'm going to make after this. And remember, Jesus loves you. It's everybody else who thinks you're a bastard.
Wow!